Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We are backstage at the ACM Awards at the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. Kelly, Sutton and Amber Anderson. This is like the behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. We are backstage at the Ford Center. We've got rehearsals going on as we speak. So if it gets a little loud in here, the stage is right there.
It really is. And y'all, we're kicked back. This is like the relaxed hang backstage with all of our friends live on Twitch. We love having you in the chat. You have been with us on so many live streams. We were at Stagecoach. Y'all were there representing. You were there for us last night when we were presenting the new female and new male ACM Artist of the Year. Thank you for being a part of that. And thank you for hanging out with us again. We've got some of our friends. Dan's in here.
I know. We're watching our Twitch family on the screen up here. So we're going to do some shout outs. So always make sure you let us know where you're watching from. We love to hear from all of you.
Hi, Corey. He says, OMG, hi. Hi, Corey.
Hi,
and Corey.
hello, everybody.
This is so fun.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we are going to run down all the things that you need to know. We've got the scoop, the behind-the-scenes scoop on everything that's going down on the 58th Annual ACM Awards. First things first, though, we want to tell you how you can watch because we want to make sure that everybody's tuned in for the big show. So easiest way to do that, Amazon Prime Video is streaming it. It's going to be streaming here on Twitch. You can watch it on Amazon Live as well, all the places. So it's free for everyone. We don't want anybody to think I don't have an Amazon Prime membership, so I can't watch it. Not true. Free for everybody. Yes.
And it's streaming for free the next day on Freebie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is really exciting.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so if for some reason you have to miss, which we don't want you to do, but if you have to, it'll be streaming the next day.
There you go. And make sure that you tune in early because we are going to be hosting the red carpet. All of it. All of it. This right here. These
moment,
two.
man.
We're doing it. We were like, you're sure? You want us to do it? Okay.
We were in rehearsals today and we're like, who let us in here?
But we're not leaving.
We are not leaving. We are in now. You can't get rid of us. I'm so sorry. But we are having a blast. This week in Texas has just been, it's been a dream. It's been so much fun.
It has been so very much fun. And we are so glad that you guys are joining in on the chat. Make sure you tell us where you're from, what you've been up to, who your favorites are. We're going to run through all of the nominees, who you think is going to win. We love getting your predictions.
Yes, that's so fun.
I mean, I do have some predictions in some of these categories. I know you do too.
Yep, we're going to run down all of those.
That's going to be happening.
We also have some special guests stopping by.
We do have some special guests. I don't know. I mean, should we go ahead and bring in one of our special guests?
Sure. Why not? Let's get it started.
I think we should get this thing started. It's a party. We are behind the scenes. So you got to have like 4 credentials to get in this room. And that's perfect because they've got credentials. They've got a nomination. They are the War and Treaty. Get in here,
Welcome,
y'all.
guys.
Come on. We're going to jump over a chair. Tanya and Michael.
Hi.
Hey,
So
y'all.
much fun. Hi.
Oh, I'm so happy you got to come over and hang out with us.
Oh, this is great.
We got to see you guys yesterday
Yes, we did.
on Radio
Yes.
Row. So I want to ask first and foremost, what is that like for you guys doing Radio Row? There's so much. For those of you out there who don't know, we have Radio Row, which is at most award shows, but you guys are going from outlet to outlet. You're doing interviews. It's a busy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's extremely busy.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. You know, this is why we do it. to
We're
have-
weird. We
we
love it. Like
We do.
I'd do it every week if I could.
Yeah.
Beg them to play our stuff. Please. Please play us.
Begging. And you know it's bad when the radio announcer's like, okay, I'll take a picture.
This is called the
We'll try to get you
wrap-up.
out the way.
Thanks
Time
for
to go.
stopping by. Well, and I also want to know, when you guys started doing music, did you always consider it country? Or is it something that it like gravitated toward country and now you're like, yeah,
This
we
is
fit.
a great question. This is a great question, especially for Ty and I, because the first taste of country for me came by way of 2 artists in particularly. It's Johnny Cash and Ray Charles.
Okay.
But this was a pure accident. And my mother, she's, a devout Christian. Hey, Mom. And,
Hey, Mom.
I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio during the invasion of the rap era in Cleveland with Bone Thugs and Harmony and all that. And my mom just was not having it. So she rigged my radio to only play classics and it was classic country. But I didn't know it was old. I thought, it was like what's happening now. And I would go to school and everybody's talking about all the in artists, and I'm like, no, man, no one beats Patsy Cline. Like, she just put out a new song called Cray Cray. But country, for me, country is not just about music. Country is about a way of living. It's about a lifestyle. And for Ty and I, it's about fun, family, and faith. Mm-hmm. And that has been our thing from day one. And to be accepted over in country music and to be welcomed with open arms and, to be told that, hey, we love what you do. And we don't want you to do anything different than what you do, to me represents just the growth of the music industry with a pinpoint on country music. So thank you, ACMs.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That is. Oh, so good. We're like the biggest fans of y'all. Really.
Well,
Thank you.
and,
Truly.
the thing that we really love, especially about Amazon Music and our family here at Twitch and ACMs, they are embracing everyone and everyone is welcome. And our big saying has always been, let's build a bigger table because country is for everybody.
Yeah.
Country, there's a place for everybody. And I think that watching it expand and see all these amazing people that like 10 years ago maybe would have been in another box, maybe would have been in an Americana or maybe an R&B or a soul. It's like, no. Everybody that we know and love is filling the country pages, and we love that.
And I think it's leading the way for the conversations in our country, period. I believe that inclusion is the banner that waves, and to be able to see it happening in music, especially in country music, to me, it's just something to backflip. And I would backflip if I could. But, I already have one broken situation.
Limitations.
Don't want another.
I was like, let's not do that.
No. No.
We got to take care of you. We got to take care of you. No more of that. We're talking so much about country music, and usually when we ask any country artist, a lot of it is about why they fell in love with country music. It's usually about the storytelling, and it's usually about just the sound and telling a story. And we know that you guys co-wrote most of your album, Lover's Game.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is the songwriting process like for you, especially as a couple? If you get an idea, do you take it to him? Do you flesh out an idea first?
I love this
vice
question.
versa?
Oh,
Go ahead,
That's
Tanya.
very interesting.
Answer it,
because
Tanya.
Michael, this is the first record that I really got involved in with writing. I
Okay.
started out as a songwriter when I got into the music business and kind of got away from it. But what I'll do is I'll start a song and, I'll get the basis of it and I'm like, Michael, make it good. I'll tell him, I said, go make it good.
He judges.
Go fix it. And then he'll bring songs to me that are fully complete. I mean, he hears everything.
This
the
is
guitar.
not the truth.
Yeah, he
This
does.
is
love
a
this.
lie.
It's completely the
La,
truth.
la, 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 la.
Okay, you
I am
guys.
not good enough. Tanya vetoes all my little songs.
I don't
She's
know.
like,
Oh, my
you're
little
writing
songs.
too deep. They don't understand
He's
that.
a Pisces, so he thinks very deep, and I'm
Okay.
like, most people have a 6th grade education. Let's make it,
That's
let's
right.
Make it
I'm like, to
simplified.
be or not to be drunk.
I'm like,
And Tanya's like, no,
Like,
we need to come up with
he
a
wants to use the
catchy
word
hook.
perpendicular in a song. I'm like, oh, that probably.
I don't know what it
isn't the
means,
way
but
you
yes, I
wanna
do
do
want to
it.
use it.
Okay, but Taylor Swift is throwing out some weird lyrics in her stuff, and it works.
I love Taylor.
But it's
You
Taylor.
know, I know.
It's Taylor.
Well,
you
y'all
know?
are the Warren Treaty. You can do whatever you want,
She
right?
won't let me.
I'm sorry. I'm
Help.
encouraging
Do you put
perpendicular.
the
You know.
limitations on him?
He's telling such a big lie.
I don't lie.
He is.
I'm a Christian.
Oh my God. he's
We don't do
telling-
that thing.
I'm so
Oh my
glad
gosh,
that everyone
I
can
love
join
this.
us tonight for couples counseling.
Yes.
If you have any other questions,
Oh
This
my
is why we're
gosh.
called the war and treaty.
I'm the treaty. He is the.
we different.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Okay, so take us back to when you found out that you were getting the nomination. I know we had a chance to talk to you on Radio Row, but for everybody watching us on Twitch and listening in, you get this nomination for Duo of the Year. Did you see it coming?
No,
No way.
absolutely not. And
I
we
was-
were.
Yeah.
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 What do you want to do?
You gonna let me say it first?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I go first.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Okay. So I was outside. I was like, we were leaving that day for tour.
Okay.
So I was outside kind of getting things together, trash and stuff because Michael's fibula is broken. So I was up there doing my thing. So I'm outside and then our manager pulls up and I'm like, what is she doing out here? It's like 7:45 in the morning. So I go back in the house. I'm making bacon. I'm doing all this at the same time.
Right.
Outside, making bacon.
Crispy bacon.
Making eggs.
Because you're a woman. That's why.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
it.
we do.
Yeah. He said crispy bacon.
Medium bacon.
It's burnt. That's what he wants to say. He's being nice. So the bacon was on, and then Michael was in the living room. He was in the kitchen waiting for me to finish, and he's watching his phone. I'm like, what is he doing? So Christina comes inside, and she's telling us that we're going to take some stickers with us on tour. She came all the way over at 7:45 for some stickers. I'm oblivious. They call me, Lucille Ball because I never know.
I was watching because I wanted to see how many times Lainey's name was going to pop up.
Right.
Because I was like, I gotta see this,
Yeah.
and so we were going through it, and then we got to the dual category, and I was like, oh, I know this. I'm like, Brooks and Dunn, and I swear, everything was in order.
Yeah.
I was like, Brooks and Dunn. I was like, Brothers Osborne. They're like, Brothers Osborne. I was like, Dan and Shay. They were like, Dan and Shay. I was like, Maddie and Tay. They're like, Maddie and Tay, and I was like, ha. And then they're like, the war, and I'm like,
What?
I was like, what? I just started screaming. I couldn't believe it. And then I didn't know that, the video we would be in
my
night
eyes
clothes.
didn't come down for 2 weeks. I was like,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Just all of it.
It was crazy.
And I know for us, for a lot of people that have been in and around music, we know y'all have been at this for a while.
Oh,
yeah.
For other people, they're like, oh, they're just brand new. This was an overnight success. How many years did it take to become the overnight success?
I think, it's so weird because I don't know. I mean, because with stuff like this, you always go back to the first time you felt grateful and thankful and humbled. Mm-hmm. And, when I think of the opportunities that's been afforded to Ty and I mean, our first touchdown in country was when the Country Music Hall of Fame asked us to help induct the late, great, powerful, unforgettable Dottie West.
Mm-hmm.
And, to know what Dottie West was about, to know that there were no strangers in her camp, to know that her doors were more open than the church. She is just the epitome of grace. And we kept hearing people say, she would have loved y'all. She would have loved y'all. And Ty and I, we were just like, oh, God, man, this is awesome. And everything was so beautiful then. And then to fast forward, we May 1st last year, we helped induct Mr. Ray Charles. Yeah. And we did that with Garth. And just to be engulfed in the community, to have Brothers Osborne, Maddie and Tay put their arms around us, to have Dierks Bentley walk us in and to say, this is what it's about, to have even an Americana in Nashville, Buddy Miller, to be able to say, Nashville is about collaboration. And, and then Jordan Davis, shout out to my boy Jordan, and just Jimmy Allen, Mickey Guyton, Emmylou Harris, who sang on our first album with us.
Yeah, she did.
Here's Where the Lovin' Is At. Go ahead and look that up. But but honestly, to look at what success is to us is to be mentioned whenever someone talks about love and healing. To me, we have intentionally wanted to be a band that represents that kind of glue that holds our country together. It's love and healing. And so I'm just grateful, and I hope we always feel that kind of joy.
I just want to go on record for saying, and Western Winter, who is watching right now, just said, I'm loving this duo. Yes.
yes, and yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I just want to go on record as saying, in watching you guys perform live, there is something powerful that happens. And you hear it in your music. You hear it when we listen to your songs. But we feel it when you do it live.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that resonates on a whole nother level. And when you have performed at the Grand Ole Opry, when I've been there, the standing ovations that these two get at the Grand Ole Opry are louder and longer than any standing ovation I have ever heard there. And I just want to say, like, what you're doing, we feel it.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Well,
so thank you.
Thank you for that. I think that Tanya, me and Tanya, I don't want to get choked up.
Don't cry on us because I'm gonna start crying.
My wife is my why, and she has helped me. A lot of people don't know out there. I'm a wounded warrior. I served 2 tours in the United States Army in Iraq. I fought for our great country, and I fought for the entire country, both the united and the divided. And to be able to stand on a stage that represents us all. You know, I hear a lot of people say oftentimes when they see someone stand on that stage that, oh, that person doesn't belong on there. They're not country. They're not this. They're not that. But the thing that you have to understand is this. Our country is our country. And to be able to stand on the grand old Opry stage that represents so many stories that were both told aloud and shouted proudly, and stories that are just now being revealed, to me, that is the greatest honor. And when we took that stage, and I remember seeing you there, and every time we stand on that stage, you know, we feel the push. We feel the spirit of Deford Bailey. We feel the spirit of Minnie Pearl.
Yeah.
We don't forget those names. Dottie West, we call your name out. We don't forget the people that built that. And we're so grateful to now be able to stand up there and say, Charlie Pride, look, we're here too. And we're here to stay.
Man.
I'm about to cry in here. Oh my gosh.
Did it already.
Well, first of all, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
That is incredible. And we just adore you both. We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
We are cheering you on as always. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And you're going to bring down the house tomorrow night.
Oh, my
Yes.
goodness.
Let's go.
Can you tell us what you're performing?
Our song Blank Page.
Ooh, okay. We're ready for it.
Yeah.
We're ready for it.
Goosebumps.
The War and Treaty, y'all, hanging out with us. The behind the scenes at the ACM Awards. Thank you for coming.
Thank y'all
in.
for coming by.
Let's run down some of the others because we want to hear what you think. We want to hear any of your predictions. So let's start. You want to do single of the year first?
Sure.
Let's do single of the year. Okay. So single of the year. This goes to the artist producer as well. So it's artist and producer.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people get confused.
Yes.
With single of the year and song of the year.
Yeah. The difference is song of the year goes to songwriters and publishers.
Correct.
Single is artist
Yes.
and the producers. Okay, so in this category, we've got Heart Like a Truck, Lainey Wilson. Never Wanted to Be That Girl, Carly Pearce and Ashley McBride. She Had Me at Heads, Carolina. Cole Swindell. We have Thank God with Kane and Caitlin Brown. And Till You Can't, Cody Johnson. All right, Amber Anderson.
Oh, goodness.
Who is going to walk away with Single of the Year at tomorrow night's ACM Awards?
You put me on the spot.
I know I did.
Because I was not expecting you to put me on the spot. I thought we were
Sorry.
going to have a discussion.
Well, we can discuss. You can tell me. You can tell me.
The only reason I'm saying this is because she knows I'm like very indecisive and I don't like making decisions.
I love this.
Well, I heard you say "Thank God."
Yes.
Which that song to me is one that from the minute I heard it, I was like, "This is something special."
Yeah.
But I felt that way about "Never Want to Be That Girl" as well.
Oh, I know.
And then "Till You Can't" is "Till You Can't." I mean, this is why this is going to be hard for me to make predictions because all of them are so great, and I feel that way about. That's what's hard about award shows. That's why they do not put me in charge of like picking a single winner.
I know.
Because it's really tough.
I think any one of these is absolutely deserving incredible songs, and they're all so much fun to listen to. But if I'm going out on a limb, I'm just going to say Heart Like a Truck, Lainey. I think
Right.
that song's going to take it. And the reason I say that is Lainey is having such a moment
Yeah.
right now. I feel like that song connected with people and really showed how powerful she is as a vocalist. And
Yes.
because this award goes to the artist
True.
and the producer, that's
She
why I
hits
say
that
that.
note at the end.
Which she told us, like, why did I hit this note? I have to hit it every time I sing
Yeah.
the song now, and it's really long and it's
So
really
you said
loud.
that song first, so I was like,
It's
the list is so.
it's a tough
It's
one.
a tough one. It's gonna be like
Okay,
this
Darren
week.
agrees with me. He says Lainey, Country
Okay,
Chat.
let's see
Lainey
what-
is on fire at the
Let's ask
moment.
them, not me. Because
Okay.
clearly I'm indecisive.
Okay. It's so many people that are saying the same thing. I saw somebody said, I think Kane's going to take it. I can see that. I mean,
Because
that's a great
Caitlin
song,
coming
too.
in is the wild card on that one.
It is.
People didn't really expect that, and when she came in and completely slayed it, and now they're they've performed it a lot of places.
Yeah.
It's definitely taken on some legs, but I'm telling you, that's a strong category.
Okay, Graham says, I want Lainey, but I think it will go to Kane.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see that. Those are valid points.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Song of the year.
Okay.
Even though you didn't make a prediction, I
I'm
know.
just bad at it. I'm
It's
admitting it.
Song of the year is awarded to the songwriter. So, I mean, think about what the lyrics feel like and the songwriting process of it. Do you have the list? Do you want to run it down?
You go.
Okay. Sand in My Boots, Morgan Wallen. She Had Me at Heads Carolina, Cole Swindell. Till You Can't, Cody Johnson. Wait in the Truck, Hardy, featuring Lainey Wilson. And You Should Probably Leave, Chris Stapleton. Who wins?
Wait in the Truck.
You think so?
That's my prediction.
Okay. That's a solid bet. Wait in the Truck, songwriters Hunter Phelps, Jordan Schmidt, Michael Hardy, and Renee Blair.
That one's a heavy hitter.
Yeah, it is. It is a
Because it's
pretty
such
heavy
a
one.
different song.
Mhm.
I mean, we have storytelling songs, but I think that this one, and I don't know, I've always tried to figure this out. I think we've asked Lainey and Hardy this question about, like, what does it mean to be a part of this song? Because this one's going to be around for a long time.
right.
This one's going to be around for a while. So I don't know if it's their delivery of it or it's just, it carries so much weight and it's such a powerful song and it's got a message to it.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. No.
How that
Oh,
came
look.
about.
Hayden is saying wait in
Wait
the truck.
wait in the truck. Country Chat, Hardy and Lainey is my prediction as well.
Yes.
Hayden says Hardy.
Oh, I love it. Are the goats.
The goats.
This is amazing. Okay, I'm going to say something just out of left field. And it's not out of left field because there's only 5. So it's
This
a
is
1
a
in 5 shot.
discussion.
But I think it's going to be Till You Can't, Cody Johnson.
That's a good bet too.
Because that song to me is another one. As soon as you hear it, you go, oh, wow, what is this? Till You Can't. And to hear just the thought behind it and what you start to think about and the meaning of it, the way that it's written, it to me is one of those just incredible songs. I think it is probably one of the best songs of the year when it came out, because I think that was last year, right? When it came out 2022. So I would say it's probably one of the best songs of 2022, but for sure, absolutely deserves to be in this category, and I think might take Song of the Year.
I mean, that's a very good take.
I know. We don't know. It could happen.
It could.
Stay tuned.
We are like-
do I have anything else to say about that? No.
No, it's like spot on though, because
Yeah.
I mean, again, another very difficult category.
It is. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you're just joining us, it's Kelly Sutton and Amber Anderson. We're the hosts of the Country Heat Weekly podcast. We're hanging out behind the scenes at the ACM Awards inside the Ford Center, talking about all the things that we're going to be watching tomorrow on Amazon Prime Video. Absolutely free. You can also watch it here on Twitch. Everything gets started 7 p.m. Make sure you're tuning in. That's 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Central. 4 if you live over on the West Coast. Join us whenever, because we're going to be there, and we're starting with the red carpet, and it's going to be so much fun.
And it's free.
And it's free.
No subscription needed. We
That's
love that, right?
All right. It is. It's so good.
Okay.
We have more special guests.
We
So
love special guests.
we are excited because we have 2 ladies that are joining us that we got to talk to earlier today. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Bring them in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tiger Lily Gold is here with us.
Hey, get in here. Woo.
Oh, you're just good over?
Love
Okay.
it.
These two?
Yes.
Okay. Musical chairs. Right. Love it.
Wonderful.
How are you?
This look at this setup
Isn't
right
this
here.
fun?
This is
Oh,
amazing.
hello. It's so fun. First, I love that you guys are here.
I'm so happy we're
It's our
here.
first ACMs. First ACMs.
First ACM.
Yes.
Okay.
They never let me in until this year, so I made it, you
You're
know?
here now. How's the week been for you?
Honestly, it's been great. We got in yesterday, and then this morning we saw y'all.
That's right.
And Krista got a little nap in today.
I did.
And
A little
we're gonna
snoring.
try to see some friends play tonight, and then tomorrow is a full day, which we're very excited about. And then we fly back to Nashville, and then we have a very busy weekend as well. So we're just trying to take in all the moments and really enjoy, and just like
We get to make our Grand Ole Opry debut on Saturday.
Right.
that.
I heard that.
Heard
You know, when you start thinking about all the firsts, because this is really fun. It's a fun stage to be like, this is our first ACM Awards. This is the first time that we walked the red carpet. This is the first time that we got to do XYZ. What are the things that you had on your bucket list that you're now like, man, we just checked that off?
I mean, this whole week. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, 10 years ago, we went to the Grand Ole Opry for the first time. And it's funny because I still had, like, I was putting on social media, like, I hope to make my Grand Ole Opry debut someday. And so to see
10
it like
years later.
finally happening is just like, if you put it out into the world and you work really hard, obviously good things will come. But for the ACMs and the Opry to be happening all in the same week is a lot, but it's so amazing.
So
and
exciting.
I don't know. I mean, we're just so grateful for everything that comes our way, and we hope to have longevity in this career. And so, you know, a
Hopefully
slow
first of
burn up
many.
the hill,
Yeah.
but we're here to hopefully stay for a long time. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys are from North Dakota.
Yes.
So
Don't you know?
shout out all of your. I wanted to give you an opportunity to shout out to all your
Hey,
North
North
Dakotans.
Dakotans.
I love that. So I would just say, what would you say to that girl 10 years ago? What is that message to that little girl in North Dakota?
Yeah.
For
wow.
both of you,
I mean, we're from a town of 2,000
Yeah.
people, so it's very small, and not a lot of people take this dream and pursue it. So I would just say, if you have a dream, go for it, because you have no clue what's around the corner, and your biggest, wildest dreams can come true. And we've seen it happen. It's not going to happen overnight, and you have to work really hard to get there, but just don't take no for an answer. You know what I mean? Keep going.
You're
and
persistent. Things are going to happen eventually.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
That's it.
Love it.
I said it's like Hunger Games. You just outlast.
Yeah,
Literally
like, if
outwit,
you-
outlast, whatever.
You
Yeah.
have perseverance.
That's it.
How would you describe the music industry? Well, it's kind of like the Hunger Games.
I've said that many times. Well, and I think too, you know, you guys you're doing it the right way, because you are making connections and you're making friendships. And it really is about learning all of the people, making sure that you have those connections, and you become friends and fans. It's just like when we meet people, we like, oh, we love them. We love their personality. We love what they stand for. We love their music. And then it becomes easy to champion you because we fall in love with you guys. So
Well, one of our favorite, well, thank you, but one of our favorite parts of this career is that we get to meet so many people, and we
Yeah.
really do love people genuinely. We're very much extroverted people, so
We're not
and we've
shy.
known you for
Yes.
years.
We know you.
Yes, so we work together at our day jobs, my day job.
Yep.
You guys are on Smack Songs,
Yep.
and I remember the day that I think I met you guys officially in the office. One of my first takeaways was like, they are magnetic. I love their energy. You guys were like, hi, bring it in for a hug. Like, and I was like, we're going to get along really great.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
great. But it has been really fun to be a part of that journey and watch you guys over the past couple years, just while I've been involved.
Yeah.
And just getting to see your growth. But you guys grind it out. You guys are always on the road. You're always, and if you're not on the road, you're downtown in Nashville playing shows. And
We can't help it.
I mean, but it's incredible. And then when you're not doing that, you're making TikToks.
Yes, all the things. I mean,
Nonstop.
honestly, so we worked on Lower Broadway, played at Whiskey Row for 3 years of our lives, you know, playing for tips, but we have always made it a priority to make music our career. You know, no matter how we had to make a living playing Broadway, we always made that a priority for us. So it's cool that it's grown this far. But you know, at the root of it, we're just happy that we get to do this career together, and the growth has been crazy, but also we've been playing together for over 10 years, so everything that's kind of come our way now, we can kind of just sit back and be like, this is awesome, we worked really, really hard for this, so let's just try to enjoy all these special moments.
we talked about the fact that you guys were working at Whiskey Row, and people would come up and ask you to play cover songs, and I said, how much was like each song worth? Because when you get to that point, and you're working there, and there are a lot of tourists that come into town, there are several songs that they're always going to ask for. They're always going to ask for Friends in Low Places. They're probably always going to ask for Wagon Wheel.
As we would say, wagon wheel.
Wagon Wheel.
Yeah.
So were there different price points if people wanted songs?
You know, I would say both those are 20. Like that's
Most-
we got those $20.
Yeah.
Freebird.
It's like Freebird.
You know, that's $100 probably.
You know, sometimes you could get 50 for Wagon Wheel, and I saw Darius Rucker at a party one time, and I was like, don't do it, but I had to. I went up to him, and I was like, thank you for re-recording, you know, Wagon Wheel, because I've, you know, indirectly made my rent money from playing wagon wheel so many times. So thanks for helping me pay my bills.
He was like, thanks.
He honestly thought it was hilarious.
I was gonna say, knowing Darius, I bet he loved that.
He was like, let me come see a show down on Broadway. He never did.
He
but-
never, so Darius, I'm still holding you to
What
it.
if he was there, like in the back somewhere?
Right?
Like,
I feel like people would have recognized him.
When everybody was still like masking up,
Really?
he went down and sat in Layla's and second fiddle and would put on a mask
Maybe
and
he was
just
there.
I swear to you, he told me that. He said, I had so much fun down there. Nobody knew it was me. I was sitting in there listening to cover songs. So he may have. He
Okay,
just didn't know.
Okay, well,
Maybe. Jury's
maybe.
out. Maybe I'll see him, tomorrow.
It could happen.
Yeah.
it could.
Okay,
Maybe.
so I don't think we can tell all the things that you guys are doing because I think that there's still some secrets. But we should probably encourage everybody to watch tomorrow.
Yeah.
We- Yes, we definitely should.
We are.
Right?
We're
Okay.
playing the red carpet, which
Right.
is so fun.
Yeah. I mean, I know. It's
We're gonna get everybody hyped up,
I know.
ready to go.
We are ready to partay.
Okay, so this is a legitimate question. Amber and I, our co-hosts, we do everything together. We are a package deal.
Yeah.
You are a package deal.
Yep.
How do you find dresses that are either same shade or complement each
Coordinate.
other? Because we work on that. Like that's
Yeah.
part of our. We're like, okay, I'm gonna wear this color. You're gonna wear that color. It looks good together. How does
It's
that
a
work?
process.
I swear that's the hardest part of this
It
whole
is.
career
It
is
can
like
be.
finding the outfits that
4-hour
coordinate.
gig, whatever, finding outfits. That's the tough part.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, we did have a stylist to help us for this weekend because
Okay.
not all the time, but this weekend was special.
Let's
so,
be honest here.
um,
Let's be honest.
okay, let's be honest.
Kendra is the older sibling
Yes.
by 2 years. We're pretty close in age.
I
But she
choose
does
what I want
pull
to
that-
wear.
She does pull
She
the older
matches.
sibling card of like, hey, I like this. Find something to match it a little bit. And I'm like, I'm pretty chill with it unless I really have something in mind.
Yeah.
And I make my asks, but I'm just kind of like, whatever, put me in anything at this point. Whatever matches. So.
She is good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question because we need tips. But the funny thing is that we do that naturally.
Yeah.
Like it's been really weird because we're like, even today, like I had on a different dress earlier, but it totally coordinated exactly. And everybody's like, you guys look so great. You guys look so coordinated. I'm like, this is just
We
by
didn't plan
accident.
It sometimes
So
happens.
I mean, that is a tough thing
I know
to do
That's-
all the time.
Well, I love the fact that you guys are working with somebody and that you have all these people that are taking care of you. That's the
It's
best
nice.
part. You get to a certain level and you're like, oh wow, now we have support. Now we have people, and
Yeah.
having people is wonderful.
Okay, we didn't have people for a long time, right? And having people is awesome. I will say, like, now we have like 5 different teams, and like, I'm like, yeah, you can email our man. I'm like, I sound so bougie when I say this, but like, this is awesome.
Own it, sister. That's
good. Okay.
I do want to
Yes.
take a little break and say the chat is loving your boots.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I don't want to
Show them both.
We're
Yeah,
like, we
yeah,
love the boots.
Loving
Oh.
that. Where did they come from?
These are Ranch Road, so
Okay. Yeah.
I'm kind of getting a cramp in my hip.
There you go. Yeah. And she's
oh, yeah,
down.
there you go. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
nice boots,
Ranch
girls.
Road and Takova's right there. So,
Oh, nice.
here, oh, can you see him? Oh,
Yeah, we
Those are
oh,
really
oh, you
cute.
see him. Okay.
Okay, so what color are you wearing? People are wanting to know hints. It said hints on there. Do you have any hints?
Oh, okay. So we're actually doing 2 different looks. So we're gonna
Quick
do a different
change.
look for the performance and a different look for the like walking red
Oh,
carpet.
fun.
Switcheroo.
Our name is Tiger Lily Gold. So for the performance, we're in,
Some
that
gold.
gold.
Take that information and do what with it, what you will.
And
What the
for, like,
expression is.
our walking part, we went full
Sequins.
sparkle,
Yeah.
like mini dress. Krista's in this
Yes.
really cool, like, I don't know how much you want to give away, but like
Sequins.
sequins.
Bright.
I may be wearing a pink, if you like boots, a pink cowgirl
Another-
boot tomorrow.
Some more boot
Okay.
action.
Yeah, so it's gonna be it's fun.
We wanted to go bright and fun.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Texas, come on.
Yeah, right? It's like bright is good.
I think
We're always
so.
going to err on the side of bright.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Always.
That's
always.
what we love.
That's why I'm wearing black right now.
Yeah, this is more toned down. but it's okay.
So, as you're walking the carpet, who's one person that you just like even want to, if meet or get a glimpse of?
I
Or
mean,
take a picture with.
Dolly.
obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, probably everyone is saying that, but
Will she
I
do
feel
the
like
red
she's
carpet,
not
or-
real.
Not sure.
Because I know obviously she has to host.
Yeah.
But
Like, she's someone who's like,
I've never seen her in person. Did you lose a hoop?
my earrings just. I'm losing it, you guys. My earring just fell out.
Live. We're live.
Where's the stylist?
Come on.
But yeah, if I see Dolly and my hoop falls out, I'm just gonna pass out on the red carpet.
You
so
hand it to her and be
Yeah.
like, hey, this is in tribute.
She would help you.
you.
She would help you put it back in.
Please, take my hoop.
This is in tribute for you, Dolly. I love you that much. Here's my earrings.
Well, and then
Take my hoop.
Ed Sheeran's performing as well.
Guys.
So I don't know if he's doing the carpet or not, but I am so excited to see him play.
Yeah.
And then we have some friends, obviously.
You
that,
know, and then, like
hope
the
to run
country music
into.
family is just going to run into so many friends, and it's nice to see familiar faces. Even though it is our first ACMs, it's like so many of our friends are performing, so just cheering them on.
Or meeting people that we've been fans of, and like it's kind of mutual, but we haven't. Like
Actually
we met
met.
Nate Smith earlier, and we're like, we love your music so much. We've never met you, but you're so good. We love everything you're doing. He's like, Tyler Lily Gold, I love y'all. And then we followed each other on Instagram.
Isn't
today.
he the sweetest human?
Yes.
So sweet. I mean, we had like a 5-minute interaction,
He is
but
so sweet.
so
We're fans.
kind. We're fans too, and we were just like, and we like to tell people that because I think people enjoy. Like if someone tells me that they love our music, like I love that. You know, I'm
Right.
like, thank you so much. So
Supporting each other, and even like yesterday, we went to watch some of the performers for the pre-party action, and some people are like, "Y'all are just out and about watching," like as if we weren't fans of these people. I'm like, "Yeah, I want
yeah.
to catch the live music. Why wouldn't I be out here cheering
catch
them
me on the lawn or the
I've
turf.
seen y'all at shows.
Yeah.
I've seen y'all at several shows.
Oh yeah, I like to get down. Like I'm there to have fun. I'm there to support people, have a good time.
I'm like, oh, there are the girls.
Yeah,
There you go.
here we are again. Yep.
So happy. Okay, so we've got your music pinned. If people are watching on the chat and they're like, hey, I want to hear more from these ladies, we've got it pinned up there so you can give it a listen. Very easy. Go straight to Amazon Music, which is fantastic. Before we let you go, summer plans. After this, what's happening?
I mean, lots of new music on the way. We have a new EP coming out in June 23rd. That will be like the first initial teaser of a album coming. So
It's called
It's called
Blonde.
Blonde, which makes no sense, obviously. But we're really excited about that. And then lots of festivals and shows. So it's all on our website. If you want to come see a show, we love playing live. And who knows? I mean,
Opry on
every
Saturday.
week is different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And your live show is so much fun.
Thank you.
You guys, I have to say, seeing these girls live, the way that you just play off of each other, your vocals, so good. I love your shows. They are so much fun.
That's literally our favorite part of this whole career is
You
like
can
just
tell.
being on
Yes. You can
stage
tell.
with each other and like feeding off of each other's energy. There's really, besides being with y'all today, nothing better than that. So.
So when you're writing, is it always together? Is it sometimes separate? Does one person start and the other person finish? We just had this conversation with the Warren Treaty, and they obviously got into a fight about it. So I would love to see if you guys would get into a fight.
So we always finish a song together. Like if Krista will sometimes like, I had this idea, let me sing it to you. So she maybe starts something on her own, or I have a title like on my own or whatever. But we always, to get the finished product, we'll always write it together.
We feel like it's important for both of us to be in the room to write songs. We're both, I mean, you can write a song by yourself, I can write a song by myself. But to get that Tiger Lily Gold sound, I want to make sure both of us are equally part of it. And Kendra does all the lead singing. So I love lyrics, I love spitting out lyrics, but I want to make sure it's something that Kendra likes to sing.
We're also very like good at different things in the writing room, so it kind of helps. Like,
Different strengths.
She's like spitting out lyrics left and right, and I'm not quite that fast. So I'm like, hold up, give me a second. Let's make sure this is all making sense. And I'm a little more like melodically driven, and it probably is because I sing lead. So
fascinating.
And I feel like we're pretty good. Like we always say we fight for the song.
Yeah.
Like we're respectful towards each other in the writing room. But we do like get into it a little bit, but it's for the song. It's for the better of the song. And we have so many fun co-writers that we write with. They're like, y'all are pretty good for sisters. I'm like, we try to be.
You
we
actually
try
don't
to
fight
be
that much. We're
professional.
like, oh, good.
Yeah.
So no like knockdown, drag out fights over anything. That's good to know.
It's not over. If we do fight, it's actually usually not over music. It's just about something else.
We don't want to know about that.
I won't go into that.
We've already had couples therapy in here.
Right.
So it's good. They were hilarious.
They were
so
hilarious.
much
hilarious.
fun. Okay, last question. Whom are you very excited to hear and see on stage? Like one performance that you're over the moon about?
Well, Miranda's doing Carousel, and I love that song. She announced that on her socials today, and so that's going to be, I'm going to cry. And then, obviously, Ed Sheeran, we talked about. I think that's, Dolly. Lainey Wilson. I like Lainey's. I love her. She just brings so much great energy to this whole genre.
Ashley McBride, I heard
Ashley
they had some fun
McBride.
like
Bonfire
props.
Tinas.
Yeah, some fun
Yes.
props associated with that.
All the girl. I'm like,
All the
some
girls.
girl power out there tomorrow.
There
Yeah,
is. There
yeah.
really is.
So
But
excited.
there won't be a bad performance though, so we're excited
No.
for the whole night.
We're in
Yeah.
for a really good show.
Yeah, we are.
I can't even believe we're gonna be like in the audience being like, are
And
we
they
here right
sat us
now?
like with the other artists. So I'm just like, whoa, we're on the floor.
Yes,
We're on the floor,
you're
baby.
down there. You're down there. I love it.
Like, it's Dolly,
love
don't freak
you.
out. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats,
you.
guys.
Thank
So
you.
proud
On
of
the
you.
red
So
carpet.
happy for you.
Thank you so much.
We'll
Look
see
at
you
the
on the carpet.
Love it.
We can't
Tiger
wait.
Lily Gold, everybody hanging out with us. The behind the scenes look here at the 58th Annual ACM Awards, which you guys are on fire. Where do we go next?
Let's go album of the year.
Album of the year.
So, album of the year is awarded to the artists, the
Okay.
producers, and the label,
Uh-huh.
which is cool.
All right. Let
Okay.
me hear it.
Ashley McBride presents Lindyville by Ashley McBride. The producer on that is John Osborne from the Brothers Osborne.
That's right.
Yeah, which is cool. Bell Bottom Country, Lainey Wilson.
Yeah.
Producer is Jay Joyce. Growing Up, Luke Combs. Producers are Luke Combs, Chip Matthews, and Jonathan Singleton. Mr. Saturday Night, John Party. Producers John Party, Bart Butler, and Ryan Gore. And Palomino, Miranda Lambert. Producers John Randall, Luke Dick, Miranda Lambert, and Mikey Reeves.
Gosh.
Okay, who's your prediction?
This one's tough. Everybody had incredible albums. I love Lindyville for obvious reasons because it is so different than we've ever really I can't remember an album that was like this. It's full collaborations. It's these stories that are, based on incredible songwriter that isn't with us anymore, Dennis Lindy. He used to create these amazing characters and then give them towns to live in and that's kind of what Ashley said she was thinking of. She's like, we had all these other personas and we wanted to put them in this town. And so we created Lindyville for them to live in. And so for me, it is so different. And I don't think anyone expected it to get I guess maybe the accolades that it's gotten, the spins that it's gotten,
Right.
the streams that it's gotten. I don't know. They didn't go into this project with any of that in mind. They
No.
did it because they loved it and they had so much fun doing it.
And Ashley even told us that
Yeah.
she was like, I had this idea. I took it to my label and was like, they'll never go for this. And they were like, okay, do it. And then she was like, I want John Osborne to produce it. And he was like, okay. And then she started calling her friends like Kaylee and Pillbox Patty. And the talent on this record
Yeah.
is insane.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
It's insane.
For me, it's either I can't pick one, so I'm not gonna pick one because I can't. I'm gonna go either Lindyville or Bell Bottom Country because Lainey's album is incredible. It's already produced hits for her. There are still several singles that are left on that album. She's got one out right now. The latest is Watermelon Moonshine, which we love. Like it's so good, the entire project. And we got to hear her do it live in the Amazon house. And for those of you that have been the Twitch long term that love us, y'all were there for that because we did our live stream there and we got to listen to it. I'm going to say it's one of those two. What about you?
I mean, those were the two that jumped out to me.
All of them are amazing.
I mean, all of them are incredible. I will also say about Lindyville, they brought a live experience, Lindyville Live, to Nashville, 2 nights at the Ryman Auditorium. And we bought tickets immediately because we have loved this album. And that was one of my favorite nights because I was sitting across from you and producer Jay, and I was watching you guys, and I was with a group of my friends, and we're all standing up singing Bonfire at Tina's at the top of our lungs.
Yep.
And I think that night was the moment. I knew it was special, just from following Ashley. We had her on the podcast. We got to dive into the project. But that night really rounded it out because nothing like that had ever been done before.
Correct.
They had a radio announcer. They made it like a live radio show, and they had the characters like live on stage. They're performing these songs, and it just brought life to the album in a way that was visual, which I think was really cool. And so that one, I I feel like I have a really big personal connection to that one just because I'm like, I have felt all the feelings at this show.
Yes.
Where I was like weeping to When Will I Be Loved? And, but Bell Bottom Country,
Again,
you know,
see what I'm saying?
Yes, it's just. And
Somebody said I struggled with this and I just ripped my hair out and decided to go with Luke Combs. And I'm
I
like,
know. I'm like, then you've got
fair.
Growing Up Luke Combs.
Fair.
It's just Saturday Night. And you got Palomino with Miranda. I mean,
and
come
John Randall's
on.
such a great producer.
Yes.
He's so good. He's so masterful. All of it.
I think that it's a testament to our genre as well.
Solid.
Of like, there's no clear winner. Like, everybody is really good.
Yes.
And everybody's supporting each other, too. Everybody's
right.
rooting each other on. So
we love it. We love all of it. Guys, if you're joining us right now, thank you so much for being out with us. Thank you for hanging with us on Twitch. We love that you guys are here. We love chatting with you. This makes it so much fun because it's this interaction. Graham Dog, Dolly for President, Lady for VP. Second that, you got my vote.
Oh, okay. So honestly, I'm a gal. Says, what's y'all's favorite Bailey Zimmerman song?
Oh, okay. I really love Rockin' a Hard Place.
Rockin' a Hard Place is so much fun to just sing in the car.
That's probably my favorite right now.
I love Fall in Love.
Fall in Love's really good too.
Yeah.
And he's got several others that are coming down the pipeline.
I know.
He's so
I know.
solid. Well, Bailey is one of our favorite people to chat with.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a chance we talked to him when he was like brand new artist. I think we may have been his first interview ever.
Maybe one of the first.
Yes.
If not the first.
And now he is our Amazon Breakthrough Artist for 2023, which is huge. He will be performing tomorrow night on the 58th Annual ACM Awards live on Prime Video, free to everybody. Make sure you tell everybody. And we also got a chance to talk to him today. Producer Jay was in our Radio Row, and he came through, and he was so excited. There's a special video tomorrow. We don't want to give too much away, but there's a special video tomorrow that you will see on the ACM Awards that was shot in Nashville.
Yeah. He's a good one.
He's a really great one. And it's showcasing his newest purchase.
Oh my gosh.
We
we won't give that away. No.
You don't want to give that away?
No.
Okay. All right.
You guys gonna have to watch. Yeah.
You know, like 22 years old, he was like, I'm doing it. I'm going to buy something for myself. And he went and did the thing.
Yes,
and
he
we
did.
are so happy for him. He's so great.
Just rooting for him. And we want to add, you can also watch the show right here on Twitch.
That's
You
correct.
do not want to forget that.
No. But make sure you join us early because we're going to have so much fun on the red carpet. Entertainer of the Year.
Entertainer of the Year.
Okay.
We've got Jason Aldean, Kane Brown, Luke Combs, Miranda Lambert, Chris Stapleton, Carrie Underwood, and Morgan Wallen.
Okay. This is another one that I don't know if I want to even.
There's 7.
I don't even know if I want to go into it. Which, by the way, is very different because usually we don't have 7. Am I right in saying that? We usually have 5. Okay, so we have 7 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Garth's lucky number is 7. Did he have anything to do with that? I don't know. Conspiracy theory. I'm putting it out there.
We threw that out to him. He was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, even if
Maybe.
he didn't have anything to do with it, he's going to take credit for it. So we'll just say that. So thank you, Garth, for giving us 7
Thanks, Garth.
Entertainer of the Year nominees. I think it's going to be tough to pick. I personally have a couple favorites that stand out because I got to see them live. And I think that to me is like the hallmark of Entertainer of the Year. It's one thing to have amazing records. It's also something completely different to bring that to a live stage and be able to entertain and perform for thousands of people and do it so very well. The 2 people that I feel like stood out to me this year, Carrie Underwood. We saw the Denim and Rhinestones tour. I saw it twice. Both times phenomenal. Like the stage is on fire. She's swinging through the air upside down from a trapeze, never missing a note. She looks incredible. All the songs are amazing.
She's playing the drums.
She's playing the drums.
Yeah.
And then she goes to Vegas and does her residency in Vegas. So I do see where there is a very strong indicator light that's like, yeah, Carrie for sure is amazing and could walk away with it. Luke Combs. I mean, Luke Combs is just a phenom. If you've seen him live, you understand it. There is an energy everywhere he goes when he plays live that is palpable.
Yes.
And I mean, he did it at Nissan Stadium with thousands of fans.
2 nights in a row.
And I don't know. I think those are my top 2. I don't know who I would choose between the 2. What about you?
I mean, I would agree. I got to see Carrie's show and I got to see Luke's show.
Yeah.
So I mirror everything you said. Carrie is without a doubt super consistent. I think the thing about Carrie is she is consistently putting together these major tours and she is doing it. I mean, my goodness, I think it was the Cry Pretty tour. She had just given birth. Like she was still nursing a baby and she was
first part of the tour, she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like seeing that and I'm always like, how is she going to top it next time? And she does. She does. She's incredible. And then I will also say about her vocally, doing that show is one thing, but doing that show at the vocal level in which she does it blows people away. Because when I saw it, I was with people who had not seen her before.
Yeah.
And they were like, what are we watching?
This is phenomenal.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I know. And then there's Luke.
Incredible.
There's Luke,
Yep.
who's at Nissan Stadium 2 nights. Everybody's singing along. You've not lived until you sang "Beer Never Broke My Heart" with like 70,000 people,
Right.
Or however many seats Nissan holds. But it's something to behold. It's definitely something incredible. Now, another show that has been my favorite of the year
Oh, I know what you're going to say. And I didn't even think about this, but you're right. Say
is
it.
Kane Brown.
That's right. That's right.
And I have told everyone, you guys have
Yeah.
heard me talk about this
Yes.
over and over again. And I think that you're going to get a little taste of what his live show is like tomorrow
Phenomenal.
on the show. But he is another one that consistently brings this entertainment value that I know I personally really enjoy, especially because I think Kane has now kind of crossed this threshold. This last album, Different Man, is one of my favorite albums of the year. And I listen to it all the time. And I just think that he has just found this confidence.
Right.
And he goes out there and he is unapologetically himself. He's not trying to be anything he's not. But he's got lasers and fire.
Yeah.
And explosions and
Yeah.
fireworks. And I'm not just saying like at the end. It's like every song.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, so we actually got to go out and watch a little bit of his set. I like forced Kelly. I'm like, we have to go see Kane.
Yes.
At Stagecoach.
It was so good.
And I was like, okay, it's Stagecoach. We're in the middle of the desert. Like, how much is he really going to be able to do out here? The fire was there. It was 106 degrees outside, but he had fire.
Yeah.
And he had everybody. And the songs right now that he is putting out captivate audiences and really lend
Right.
to a really fun live show.
When he did Bury Me in Georgia live at Stagecoach, I said to you, I hope and pray he does this song at the ACM Awards. I don't know if he is or not. I'm not sure. But I can tell you after watching
It's his new
in the
single.
desert, it was so incredible. It's a great song. It's a banger. It's like, it's different from his sweet Thank God. Like
Yeah.
he's singing Thank God with Caitlin and then he's like, bury me in Georgia.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, what is
Even
this?
Like I
So
love
good.
country music. It's like fun
Yeah.
and like but Bury Me in Georgia has got that bass.
It's
got
swampy.
that beat. It's got yeah.
Yeah, it's swampy, I think is the best way.
Oh
so,
my gosh. And
we'll
then
see.
it's like, oh, Miranda Lambert and Chris Stapleton. Like
I know.
there's just I don't know.
Well, whoever it is, they are very deserving, and we will tell you tomorrow. We won't tell you. Garth and Dolly will tell you.
Yeah.
Because they're your hosts tomorrow at the 58th Annual ACM Awards.